Greetings and happy Halloween vibes to all of you. All Hallows Eve is upon us, and I bring you a product that I think is apt for this particular moment in time. Couldn't be much more Halloween, could it really? This is the incredible micro series Mooer A7. Now, you might think, Rob, this is about the size of a small mouse. Maybe the one that was recently eating my mum's plums. Not a pun, a serious thing. It eats her fruit. Give my mum's fruit back. This has blown me away. I was originally sent two of these by Mooer, the delay one, and this is the ambience reverb pedal. And I actually shot an entire video where I demonstrated both of the pedals at the same time. And I realized an hour in, there's too much in these, really, to demonstrate both of the pedals at the same time, and even just one of them over an hour. I mean, it's a long video. So what I'm doing is I'm showing you how I've used it, and I'm going to talk about it kind of extensively and give you a window into the incredible A7, because it really is incredible. If you are looking for an ambience, affordable Strymon kind of vibe, this is it. This is it. Mooer have cracked it. And I think recently working with the unbelievably talented and my mega superhero Devon Townsend, I love you, Devon. I think they've cracked something working with Devon, and I don't know, maybe they've put it in this. Maybe it's a little bit of condensed Townsend. I don't know. But this thing is amazing. So it's a reverb pedal with ambiances. There are 7 individual patches that you can set the settings to and save, which is really cool. A bit like on the Bass Katana where you have the different patches. You press and hold to save. It's exactly the same thing. You tweak each of the individual settings when you're happy with your own chosen sound of the 7 varieties of effect. You press and hold the save button and it does the standard. You're used to this saving method. You press it and hold it, it saves it in that bank for you. And I think what you'll do if and when you purchase one of these is exactly what I have done. You'll scroll through the 7 presets. You'll go, oh, that one's cool. Don't like that, do like this. You'll tweak it until you find your personal sweet spot, save it, and that's your ambience sound. Yes, you can plug it into a USB hole and do other things on your computer. That's great. But really, the pro of this, it's affordable for what it does. It's tiny. I mean, it's really small. My hands, I guess they're kind of fairly big, but man, this is small. I'd love to give you something to compare it to. Wait a minute. How about my coffee cup? No, wait. I use a tiny coffee cup. What about my plectrum? Here you go. Here is my pick next to the A7. It is insane. Technology, man. When I was a kid, it was all, records and cassette tapes and everything was big. Now everything is small and I love it. I think Zoom kind of kicked off the tradition, and Mooer, for me, are leading the field. 7 individual patches. You can overwrite each one. I'm going to tell you what they do. Number 1 is plate. Number 2 is haul. Number 3 is warp. Then you've got shake, crush, shimmer, and dream. And the cool thing about this is that each of those patches adds kind of, a choir of people singing behind you, or it adds, a shimmer, or it'll add a stuttered kind of randomized effect, or it'll add a reverse reverb on top of the regular reverb, or it does all sorts of things that can be controlled with the chaos knob. We all wish we could turn down the chaos in 2020. It's taken Van Halen. It's gone too far. We need to stop this ridiculousness and all chill and enjoy ourselves, and before it takes David Attenborough, that'll be the end, I'll tell you. So, on a more serious note, rest in peace Eddie Van Halen, an absolute ridiculous legend who pretty much created my top 5 guitar players of all time, I think. So, on that sad note, you can create some haunting notes with the A7, and the chaos knob turns down or turns up the individualness of each of these presets. Inside its micro tiny box, you will find a sheet of instructions. Now, normally I would say, throw it away, you don't need it. But in this instance, you probably do need it. There's a lot in this pedal, and there are certain tricks where you hold a thing down and power it off and power it on, which actually I'll just tell you about. You can turn on or off trails. If you're not familiar with trails, what it means is that if you are playing an effect on this pedal and you turn it off, it will continue the trail until it dies, depending on the amount of feedback you set with the effect. Now, I really like that, so I've set this pedal to have trails. But if you wanted to disable the trail function, all you do is when you take the power off, you hold down the button as you power it up, and it either activates or deactivates the trail feature. Now, the one thing Mooer haven't told us how to do, which is a shame because I'd really like to know how to do this, is that you can either turn on or off also the true bypass function. But they haven't mentioned it in the manual. Probably it's somewhere online, but you can do that as well. You've got an X knob, you've got a mix knob, a chaos knob, a decay knob, and a tone knob. It's very obvious what they all do. Again, I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs. It needs a 9-volt power supply. It will take up about as much space as a dead dormouse on your pedal board. It comes in this beautiful blue sort of space metallic fleck finish. It will cost you 1 week's pocket money, and it's amazing. And I absolutely recommend that you go and try the A7 from Mooer. Coming up in maybe a few weeks' time will be a review of the delay version of this pedal, which is equally spectacular and deserved its own video presentation. So if you've enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be here when this uploads to answer a few of the nice comments. And have an amazing, amazing day. Take it easy. Subscribe, hit my bell, and see you later. Chappers out.